Hey there everybody, Brian here from Fitzpatrick's. I just want to show you in this video the differences between an Executive Plus and a premium specification in a new Hyundai Santa Fe plug-in hybrid. Brian's my name and I just want to show you this one here. This is an Executive Plus model. This one here is a premium model. The Executive Pluses seem to be at the time of the video a little bit easier to get, and we weren't expecting the premiums to come in. If you want a detailed video just about the Santa Fe plug-in hybrid, this video here we'll give you a full tour about the specification on the Executive Plus, and it'll also tell you about how the car runs, how to charge it, and basically everything you need to know. To find that video, simply just type in Doolan, D-O-O-L-A-N, and Santa Fe PHEV, something like that, into YouTube, and it'll come up as one of your first results. In the case of this video though, what we're trying to do is just show you the differences between this Executive Plus and this premium. And to be fair, at a glance on the outside they are pretty much identical cars. There's 4 features I'm going to show you which should help you decide if you think that the premium is worth the extra. At the time of the video, for the price difference between these vehicles, which is about €2,500, all the stuff that's on that you couldn't possibly buy it for €2,500, but by the time prices change and all that kind of stuff, this could vary. Maybe the time you're looking at the video it's slightly different, but there was a time where there was a £4,000 gap between these, and even at that I still thought it was worth it. This car here has just arrived in. It's got some protective stuff on it. That's why there's all these bits of trim and stuff around it that are not cleaned off it yet, and I want to leave it like that because it's currently in storage. But anyway, first thing is you have a large roof. What I mean by roof is a sunroof, so it's actually a large panoramic roof. So if you look inside the likes of this one here, which is Executive Plus, normal roof, whereas this premium actually has this large panoramic roof. So from a style context, sometimes people actually like the fact that panoramic roofs actually have a black roof from a style point of view, but really from a pragmatic point of view, first of all, you have a cover, so you can still treat it like the normal one by just leaving the cover over. But if you want, then small button there, that'll release the cover backwards, and then you end up with this absolutely massive roof. So just to give you an idea, from the back here when you're sitting in the car, you have all that light coming in on top of you, and the same when you're sitting in the cabin in front. Okay, the other thing is, some people hadn't realized and they're surprised by, if I click it, so the first one I just tapped it backwards, but if I click it back, it actually opens into a proper sunroof as well. Like any panoramic roof, there's only so far that it can travel, but even if there was no glass behind there, this, in my opinion, would actually still be quite a large sunroof. So that's the first difference. The second difference between the two vehicles is, okay, so it's a blind view camera. So just not to confuse it, Santa Fe's have this blind spot indicator. So when someone's on your blind spot over here, that actually lights up in the mirror just to warn you that there's somebody there that don't indicate out into them, because you might strike them on the left or the right. But what I'm talking about actually is a blind view mirror. So if I go right even, or if I go left, nothing happens on the dashboard in the Executive Plus. On the premium, however, and I actually never, I've seen this feature in the States on other cars, but I never thought we were going to get it in Ireland. But on this premium model, there's a blind view monitor, which is using this camera here and using your dashboard. When I hit the right indicator, it's showing me in here what's displayed on that camera that was in the wing mirror, or similarly if I turn left. And you know what, like, even a simple thing like that, they could have just put it into one side, but it gives you a real kind of subconscious idea that this is my right hand side and this is my left hand side, and it's really, really clear as well. So again, right hand side over on the right hand, I mean, how cool is that? And left hand side over here. So my camera's not picking it up very well, it's much clearer in real life, but how it works, there's a wee camera here on this wing mirror, and then the same on the other side, there's another camera over there. That is a feature I've never had a chance to use in a car yet. I've always been aware of it because I've seen it on Hondas and stuff like that over the years, on Hyundais, but I just never thought we were going to get it in Ireland. But I think it's really, really cool, and that's definitely going to save somebody an accident someday when they're changing lanes. So very, very cool. Blind view monitor. The next difference between the two cars, so Executive Plus here has a normal tailgate. So I open it and I close it manually. White's really cool in that premium. Actually, do you know what? Any colour is nice in the Santa Fe. So this one's got a power tailgate. So what I need to do is hold. And I've got a tailgate that actually opens all by itself, which is really, really cool. And then if I want to close it back down, I can press the wee button here. And it closes back down again. And sure, of course, if I want to be super cool, what I can do is get this, hold it, I hope. And similarly, hold it again. So there's 2 ways of using the power tailgate. Like what we were saying, I think the premium is really good value for money when you add up those things. Okay, the fourth thing is there is a monitor for when you're reversing, which gives you a complete surround. So in this case, I am going into reverse in an Executive Plus. So it's giving me a camera along through here. There are some settings I can change as to what way I want the camera to be. But essentially when I'm moving, I have dynamic guidelines here, which move around. I have this section here, which is obviously visual, and then this section here, which is giving me a map as to what's causing me a problem for parking around me. And by the way, I have to point out, this video is not beating down on an Executive. An Executive Plus is a savage car. It's just, this is the premium that just gives you some of these little extra bits. So this one has a surround monitor, which means if I go for reverse. So you see what's going on over here now. What is happening here is I've got the same screen here, okay? Slightly more options. So like that's making use obviously of the blind view detection that we've already seen. I've got the normal setting like I had on the Executive Plus, or this one looking straight down, or if I leave it in this kind of normal one, then over here I'm going to close the door and just show you. It does make it easier for me because you see it's giving me a trajectory of how I'm getting into the space. I will say there is one limitation on these kind of cameras. On a dewy morning where it's really wet and stuff like that, obviously these cameras get covered in water, so they do work better in the dry. And just to show you where the cameras are, I've one back here which is a reverse camera. Obviously we've seen the ones that are on each mirror up here, and then there's one more underneath the Hyundai badge down here. So again, it's just giving you that peace of mind when you're backing in between things, that you have a better idea that you're not going to hit anything, because let's face it, these are a big vehicle. So anyway, there you have it. There is premium Santa Fe, and this one here, Executive Plus. So brilliant car already. And the other video, like I was saying to you, will show you all about that car. Well, actually, it'll show you all about how these two cars work and all the other features that are standard. Whereas this video is just to show you what you get extra when you go for premium. Anyway, hopefully the video is useful. Brian is my name, Fitzpatrick's Garage, Dublin Road, Kildare. Thanks for watching. If I've missed anything in the video or you want to know something else, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you.